First of all, I'm Bruce Baum. I'm with No Wetland. I'm the co-chair of No Wetlands Landfill Expansion. I'm also, our group is members of the Green Coalition for Responsible Waste and Resource Management, and we're very aware of some of the programs that Kerry spoke about. We're aware of what they're doing in Berkeley at Urban Oil, what they're doing at the closed Sonoma landfill at Recycle Town. I'm sure some of you people from Sonoma know all about it. But I'm here to give you a very quick update on the pending environmental disaster, the Redwood landfill expansion. And also, this is a call to action for July 8th, where the Regional Water Quality Control Board is holding their hearings. Note the date, July 8th. Make sure everyone is on vacation and no one will be available. The solid waste permit, as most of us know, was approved by the California Integrated Waste Management Board in December. And now what we have coming up is the Air Board and Water Board permits that need to be approved. At the Water Board, we've met with their staff. Our experts said this is the testing that needs to be done. One of our experts includes Larry Rose, that's very active in our community. And basically we said it needs to be tested every month, and the Water Board came back with their proposal for the permit, and they're saying twice a year, and the complete testing once every 5 years. So we're really concerned about that. On the litigation front, some of you may know No Wetlands Landfill Expansion is suing Marin County over the handling of the EIR, and we're suing under CEQA law, California Environmental Quality Act. And an update on that is we met this week with Marin County's attorneys and waste management's attorneys in a court-mandated settlement conference, and we pretty much got nowhere. And basically what we're asking for, the same thing the Green Coalition's been asking for all along, is the phasing out of green waste and food waste from the landfills. And some of you know that we could be making energy from Marin Clean Energy, and we could be making good quality compost and put it back in the land. We're asking for a truly independent monitor. We're asking for mitigation fees to discourage out-of-county waste and to fund zero waste programs. And so what I'm asking for, just so you know, that the Water Board in their draft discharge permit, they have not looked at climate change or rising sea level. And that's just, considering what BCDC and the Pacific Institute just came out with, it's just shocking. So the bottom line is, again, I'm asking you, if possible, to comment. You go to the Regional Water Quality Control Board.
Could you comment for just a moment? We're here about a Green New Deal for the North Bay. And some people, I'd like us all to keep a framework of how we're connecting the dots. We've heard a number of different people giving different testimony. And how does that relate to green jobs, environmental protection, community benefit rather than necessarily corporate benefit, or at least community benefit in tandem with corporate benefit. This is America. And I know the answer, but I'd like you to express a little bit about how the protections that you've asked for, your organization's asked for around the landfill can impact some of these Green New Deal ideas.
Well, I think Carrie had a great example of that in her program, which I'm familiar with, the Away Station. And what they're doing is a reuse of materials that creates green jobs. We're talking about zero waste, and when you talk about zero waste, most people don't know this county has a resolution on the books to move to zero waste by 2025, and the town of Fairfax has one to move to 2020, and Novato has one to move to 2025. The fact is, nothing's being done, and programs like diverting from landfills creates jobs. Programs like making compost instead of dumping at landfill food waste and green waste, not only does it create jobs, it also naturally creates energy and of course creates compost that goes back in the soil. Put enough pressure on the waste industry that they're starting to change their story, and they're starting to change some of the ways in which they handle it. But the short answer still is, in Marin County, most of our green waste is being dumped. And in Sonoma County, 95% of the green waste is turned into energy, and Santa Rosa and a number of other cities have food waste programs that go to Sonoma Compost, and they're making good, high-quality compost. So we're, the Green Coalition for Responsible Waste Management, which some of the sustainable groups are part of, we're all working really hard to try to make those changes. But unfortunately, the supervisors and some of the town councils, of course, we have a couple of progressive city council members here, and we appreciate it. And thank you for coming, by the way, two of them, three electeds here. We're working real hard to try to make some changes, and the waste industry is very strong and extremely influential, and you can't really believe everything